All right. Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, what's going on, man? I figured a different style of. Hey, glad you guys can make it back on here. Yeah, we're doing good. I have a cough, but I've been having a cough for 2 months now. So,
Who's on?
James is on, and Kinsey Jr., which is Jeremy, and then Zach's on.
Hi guys.
Actually, I can enable the flash, so
Oh god, that's blinding.
it is kind of blinding for the people who can get it too. So, hey, GD, what's going on? So there's not many palms in these houses, but when we get to down the block.
Do you want to go all the way around, or?
It's up to you. I mean, I could use the exercise, I guess.
I was just asking so I knew how to do him.
Let's go all the way around. It's nice out. It's like 70, I think it's like 77 out last time I checked. R.I.P. Oh, the Nikau palm. Did I make one for Palace Stylist palm? It is a nice night. It's quiet. Usually at least a couple cars are going around, but
You don't even hear it on.
yeah. See, over to the south here, which is over here, is Veterans Parkway, which is about, I don't know, six or seven blocks. Hey, Marcus, what's going on? I did watch the Vici Win in Germination vlog, and usually you can hear the sound of the cars, especially at night. Well, you can hear them pretty much rush hour too. Hey, Dylan, what's going on? And like you'll hear maybe one car go every few minutes. Usually I mean, you hear motorcycles, stuff like that. People are, I mean, Saturday night, people are usually out and about. But yeah, Florida at night, especially in the summertime, is nice.
Which block has better palms?
That block does. So there's some Royals here. I'm gonna try not to, like, people are probably not outside, but
This looks like a flashlight.
yeah. I don't know. It might be I've been taking these nicotine lozenges, and I'm not even vaping, so
Have
I think
they
it does cause.
ever seen our doggy?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys want to meet the dog.
Wolfgang.
Yeah, we didn't get any rain today. Hey, Wolfgang. Wolfgang.
Come to mommy. Hey,
Wolfgang.
come to mommy.
So, I'll tell you the story. We didn't get any. We had some clouds, but rain only got to about Port Charlotte. Didn't get south of to us. So, but sorry, I spit that lozenge out. What was I going to mention here?
We're talking about rain, clouds, rain.
Yeah, but they were asking. Oh, the Copernicus are about 5 blocks south of here. It's too far to walk right now, but yeah, I wish we had gotten that rain, Marcus. I saw it, and my sister got it in Venice, but once it hit, the Peace River, like the weather here is a little bit different. Like it's a little bit drier when it's the dry season, and it's a little bit wetter during the wet season. So yeah, I've had a lot I've been using Flonase occasionally.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw the rain you guys got. We're supposed to get some rain on, not tomorrow, but the following day. But there's better palms this way. So Terrence, the North Island of New Zealand, right where Auckland is, doesn't really get that. That climate is kind of like like coastal
Tesla.
coastal Los Angeles, like near Santa Barbara, Malibu. What's that?
That house has a Tesla. The exact car I want.
Oh, really?
Yep. Color, everything.
60 and sunny. That sounds a little bit chilly. It was 65, what, 2 days ago?
Yeah.
We've been used to, it was 90 today. It's going to be 90 tomorrow. It's just a little bit of there. No African tulips around. Nothing too crazy is. Jesus. Those are just queens, but for anyone who doesn't. Oh, I don't have my phone. Oh, I do have my phone. Duh. I was like, I don't have my phone in my pocket. The yellow ones are kind of rare. There's a lot of red ones, but you won't be able to see them at night. They actually have no leaves on them right now. I said I liked your Vici vlog, Zach. Shout out to Jamaica, KM. What part of Jamaica are you in? I've been there. Here's a nice coconut. What? Interesting. Yeah, Zach, congratulations on your graduation. Here's a coconut for you. Beverly Hills, Jamaica. Kingston. Okay, so that's like a suburb of Kingston. Yeah, that coconut actually isn't that as healthy as it seems because it's nighttime. It's hard to tell, but I actually want to do a vlog on a bottle. Here's some tall royals. People like to plant. This is kind of an idea of how royals are not good for. Oh yeah, red latans. I think you messaged me about those. Anyway, when you plant royals like this in a small yard, it kind of cramps up the area. It looks nice, but it's a lot of cleanup. And like one is okay, but when you make a pillar of them, you really can't do a whole lot else. The charger, let's see if it's a 6 or 8 cylinder. Looks like a 6. Yeah. This is a palmy house. There's a nice Bismarck there. Oh, the foxtails, yeah. Yeah, there's certain things that maybe you guys can do. I recommend getting in touch with people in your class. I think I just might have a dry mouth. But this is pretty popular to do. It's a big clump, but there's clumps and clumps of pygmy dates with Christmas above them. Oh, Let's Grow Florida. I'll have to check that out. I have 11 people watching. I guess not a lot of people have things to do on a Sunday during a quarantine, or not quarantine, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Oh, what's Zone 10, Marcus? Which talking about Christmas? They'll do okay until you guys have there's a freeze. I know I need to post some more videos on YouTube. Oh, Royal Point Sienna. Yeah, I mean I see them thriving. They do a lot better in Miami than they do in say Tampa, but they still grow. Well, Zach, you should just start a business then. I mean, why not? You make some money. Especially people in the Southeast will think that you're closer to them. You know, people from Atlanta, that sort of thing. Here's a multi-stage lutescens clump. Usually they're either tall or short. And that's kind of like This is definitely multiple plants, and the ones in the bottom are kind of just the ones that are uh, leftover parts of the tall plants. Yeah, it does have that palm leaf frond look to it. It's weird, I didn't start coughing until like 20 minutes ago.
Just don't touch my hands. Then let's open the door.
Oh, you got poop in your hands?
Yes. Because he moved.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I bet. Okay, how are things going there? I've been to Ocho Rios, which is of course where most people from the U.S. go, like on cruise ships, or Montego Bay. Not a lot of Americans go to Kingston. I rented a car in Jamaica, and I got my first and only time ever driving on the left-hand side of the road. Not my first time ever driving a right-hand drive car, though. Oh, your family's in the Bahamas. I assume they're not on vacation. They're just, that's where they're from, or some of them people live there. Yeah, I took a drive outside of Ocho Rios down to St. Anne's Bay, or around it, I guess you could say. Went up into the hills a bit, but I don't know the area very well, and I didn't want to be the tourist that didn't know where he was going, so I didn't go anywhere. I think hybridization is possible, Zach, but I mean, not many palms hybridize intergenerically. So there's one of we have these burrowing owls. Let's see if you guys can see it. Look, it's right in the middle of the camp. They burrow in the ground, and they come out at night. They sound like witches when they. There's a lot of majesty. Look how tall these majesties are. There, and there. You usually don't see them this tall, but this is a pretty old lot, and there's one over there as well. Some more Christmas. This guy here, this is a vacation rental, actually. And again, people put clumps and clumps of pygmy dates, and it looks all right. It actually makes decent hedging. Christmas and pygmy dates staggered, so there aren't any Arcanta Phoenix around, Dylan. It's not a popular palm in Florida. They are planted, but it's not. It's kind of rare. There's another coconut coming up here on the left. The foxtail there with this little stunted ground shaft, and then I should do. And this is an avocado tree. Huh? No. And this is something that died. I don't know what that is, but it's got very few leaves on it. I didn't even notice that. I don't really come over here, even though this is right across the street from our house. Isn't that her window right there to the right? Marcus, Ashley's from Cape Coral, and this is her house right here. So that's what brought me to Cape Coral originally. I mean, I've been here many times before that, but yeah, we have date palms. They just don't fruit very well here. When they do produce fruit, it's all fermented. So here's the trusty vehicles. This car I'm never going to sell. I'd rather just sleep in it than sell it for the money. This car, I love it, but it's not quite as useful as the others. You can see the garage needs a painting. The Reclinata is actually looking pretty good. I'll get it at night time, but here's a good. You need me to open the door?
Alright, I'll wait.
Here,
It's okay, I'll wait.
I'm gonna open the door for you.
It's okay. Just do what you want.
Here, hold on. I'm gonna mute the microphone real quick. Just 1 sec, guys. All right, that's it. How much is on your hands?
Yeah, I went down with that.
Okay. I wanna go. Ashley needs to wash her hands because she. The dog's name is Wolfgang. We did some cleaning up here. This is probably my favorite palm on this plot because it's got like these. I mean, at night. And this is native to the Amazon, so yeah. This is her first. She just put this in the ground. You can see the seed is still. You can still see the husk, and it grew upward out of the ground because this area kind of can get flooded. So yeah, it did get much larger, and it looks. You can see it's got some brown tipping. That's probably from being so dry, but the rest of the spear is good. But the leaves brown. What's it called? Preemptively. I mean, we can go over to the queen and see what's going on. I dug out there. We had some bromeliads over there. All the grass is dead, but the roots they kind of just they hold the palm in place. They're aerial now. Yeah, it looks like a golden or a yellow red spicata hybrid. This is the Alcantara imperialis that's been dug out of the ground, and some aeroids that are growing up. This is the beautiful. Look, there's ripe seed on there too. This is actually a very pretty palm for what it is. I mean, I don't dislike it, except for the fact, see, this is all the seed that drops in the ground. A lot of these, if you look, see the holes in them? There's a beetle that bores through the hole and eats the inside. So there's a ripe seed right there. There's no volunteers now because we haven't had any rain, or the beetles have gotten to them. But I never mentioned this, but this is actually Copernicia macroglossa that it's kind of neglected. So I want to do a couple more vlogs. I need to drive around and find some vlogs to do. And this is kind of it's making me a little bit nervous because this leaf is nice and long, and this one's shorter. Now this one's getting even shorter, and it might just be because of the drought. But the beetles are not native to Florida. They're actually native to South America, and they got brought over through. What happens is they actually come in the seeds. The beetles hatch the larvae in the embryos, and they bore out of the seed with like this horn that they have. So this is what's left of that fishtail. They actually trimmed it up like it's a hedge. It looks terrible, but it's not my place to do anything about it. This is how you trim a ponytail. Just take the excuse me, guys. Part of it is I took a nicotine loss and just dry your throat out and kind of make it harder to talk. I don't know what to do about the scar. Yeah, I mean, everybody should make a trip down here. You can see this thing starting to clump now. The clumps look really nice because they're actually shaded more from the sun. But even these new leaves are doing pretty well. Just a really cool. It's one of my favorite palmate palms, if not one of my favorite. Mauritia flexuosa, probably my favorite. So, and this has been unfazed by any cool weather. It's gotten down. This is scene 33, and nothing happened to it. So, and this is native to Amazonas province of Brazil. So, we'll go over in the yard and take a quick look here. See, this is where the bromeliads were. We haven't even mowed the lawn in weeks because it hasn't really. But I dug up the bromeliads, which I'll show at another point, but that's how the Coryphon brachylifera planted is doing. And over there is Rostonia oleracea. I planted this as like a really big 1 gallon. Oh, I'll explain. It's not really palm related. Anyways, here it's getting a fatter trunk though. It doesn't hold as many leaves as a regular royal, but now the thing about this car is it's a lease, and I like I don't really drive it that much, but it's like I'm renting a car, but I'm not driving it. I mean, Toyota is actually pretty cool. They just like if you're not driving it, they extend the lease out. It's kind of like you're just holding on to it for them. But it's everybody likes the Avalon because it's comfortable. So, and this is a hibiscus that I have. I'll show you guys a few actually cool bromeliads I haven't shown before. They actually look better in the nighttime. This is a native. This is a Tillandsia. So this is the same family of plants as this here. That one, that's probably the worst looking Alcantara imperial I've ever seen. So over here you have the Tillandsias. I forget the species, but there is some Ecmias, different stripes. Let me get in there, the striping. And I have another one. This is I believe that's an I forget the genus of that bromeliad right there. See it growing, it looks like silver spider legs kind of growing up. And there's others too that are randomly over there somewhere, but there's a new inflorescence on the queen. I'm actually gonna go back inside, and I'm playing Resident Evil 3, so I bought it about a week ago. It sounds like gunfire. That's not good. But I will see you guys later. This wasn't really meant to be a long vlog, so hope you guys enjoyed the short trip, and I'll try and get a vlog out as soon as I can. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thanks, man.